Hey guys, it's Samantha. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute, but I'm excited to share some new recipes. Today I'm sharing 4 vegan gluten-free recipes that are super tasty but super easy to make. Stay tuned. Okay, first up, peanut butter and banana chocolate chunk oatmeal raisin cookies. Now I know it's a mouthful of cookies, that is. Alright, I'm going to stop with the jokes. But first you're going to want to preheat your oven at 350 degrees. And then, while the oven is preheating, mash a ripe banana, the riper the better, into a big mixing bowl. So you should probably use a fork here just because it'll be easier, but as you can see I'm using my spatula because, well, I already had it on hand, so whatever you gotta do. So now you're gonna add the peanut butter. I use Trader Joe's unsalted natural chunky peanut butter here, but you can use creamy too. I just like the extra texture in my cookies. I also threw in a pinch of sea salt in with the peanut butter just to enhance the flavors, but that's optional. Next you're going to add in your flaxseed egg, which is just a tablespoon of flaxseed meal mixed with 2.5 tablespoons of water. Super easy to make, but it's really great as an egg replacer. You'll see that I use flaxseed egg a lot in my recipes, so you'll be seeing that more often. Now you can add in your oats and your chocolate chunks. I use chopped chocolate, but feel free to use chocolate chips instead. Added my raisins and vanilla extract in as well. And just fold in the ingredients together till it forms a dough. Okay, now for the fun part. Now you get to make your cookies or shape them. So the easiest way I do this is roll the cookie dough into your hand, just about a tablespoon, and flatten them out. And then just mold it with your fingers till it forms the shape of a cookie. And now just pop it in the oven for 10 to 12 minutes and they're done. And these are perfect because you can even eat it for breakfast and they will definitely satisfy your sweet tooth while being super healthy and still pretty filling. So next up, baked tortilla chips and guacamole, one of my favorite snacks. Okay, so first you're going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and now you're going to work on your tortilla chips. So you're going to lightly coat both sides of some corn tortillas with oil. I'm using avocado oil here, but you can use olive oil or coconut oil too. And once they're all coated, stack them up and cut them into triangles. I like to cut them into 6. I think they're the perfect size that way. Now divide them up on a baking sheet, making sure they're not touching too much so they can crisp up nicely. Then you can sprinkle a little sea salt over them. Just a couple pinches of salt will do, but you know, you can do it to taste. Now just bake them for 7 to 8 minutes, and there you go. They're ready, and they're super crunchy and crispy, perfect tortilla chips. Now you can make the guacamole. First, just prep your produce, finally chop up the cilantro, dice your tomatoes, and mince your red onions, and put them aside. Okay, now to prep your avocado. First, you're going to cut it in half lengthwise. Okay, see that? That is a perfect avocado. That is what I like to see. So I like to cut the meat of the avocado in a grid pattern just because it makes it so much easier to cut and to mash. So to get rid of the avocado pit, I just stab it with the end corner of my knife blade and twist. I know some people may find this to be dangerous, but it works for me, so just use discretion if you want to use this method. Okay, so now you're just going to squeeze in your lime juice and you're going to mash your avocados until they're the consistency that you like. I like to keep mine pretty smooth just because you already get chunkiness from the tomatoes and the red onions, but do whatever you like. Okay, now that you have your cilantro, your red onions, and your tomatoes in there, you can season your guacamole. I like to add cayenne pepper to mine. I know traditionally they use jalapenos, but I get hot hands when I cut jalapenos, so I like to avoid it. And just add your salt and pepper to taste, and there you go. This is perfect to make for a crowd because it's so fast and easy and cheap to make, but of course eat it all for yourself like I do. These are so much healthier than store-bought, and in my opinion, so much tastier too. And they have the perfect crunch to them, so give it a shot. I don't think you'll regret it, and you'll love vegging out on the couch with these. Now for the cranberry chocolate energy balls. These are perfect to pop in your mouth when you're feeling peckish between meals because they give you a burst of energy and they're super filling without being too heavy. Not to mention they're super healthy but still satisfies your sweet tooth. Okay, first thing, you're going to remove the pits from your dates. Now if your dates are too hard, go ahead and soak them in hot water for about 10 minutes. Now you're just going to throw in your dates in a food processor. Add in your dried cranberries and your oats. And of course the chocolate component, your cacao powder or your cocoa powder. Then you can add in your chia egg. This is just like your flaxseed egg. Say measurements, a tablespoon of chia seeds per 2.5 tablespoons of water. Now this is optional, but I like to add in a splash of vanilla extract just for extra flavor. Now you're going to pulse all the ingredients together until it forms a dough. Measuring out about a tablespoon to about a tablespoon and a half, you're just going to roll the dough into balls using the palm of your hands. And there you go, cute little balls. I think they're so adorable, and I like to sprinkle them with extra cacao powder just so they look really pretty and has a nice little dusting. Yes, last snack of the day, barbecue popcorn. So go ahead and measure out your popcorn kernels. So to cook your popcorn, you're going to add about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil into a pot on medium heat and add in 2 popcorn kernels, just 2, because you just want to make sure it's heated properly. And so once it pops, then you can throw in the rest of the popcorn kernels. So to prevent your popcorn kernels from burning, you're just going to shake it up every 10 to 20 seconds. You'll know when your popcorn's ready when you no longer hear any popping or if it diminishes dramatically. So then you're just going to add about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil into your cooked popcorn. So now to season your popcorn, you're going to add about half a teaspoon of salt. I use sea salt for this, or you can use Himalayan pink salt, that would work too. Then you can add in your smoked paprika and your garlic powder. I don't have a real measurement for this just because it kind of just depends on your taste, but I like to go with about a teaspoon of smoked paprika and about half a teaspoon of garlic powder. But again, up to you. Just mix it up with a spoon just to help coat it evenly. And to help coat it evenly even more, go ahead and shake it in your pot. And then there you go. Just transfer it to your bowl and it's ready to eat. Now keep in mind, these guys are super addicting. You won't be able to stop, so be careful, but thankfully they're whole grain and not too bad for you. Better than chips. So there's me sneaking in a taste because I just couldn't resist. There you have it, guys, for easy vegan gluten-free snacks that you can have anytime. For the full recipe, be sure to check out my blog provided in the link below. I also add extra notes and substitution options, so that'd be good to check out. And I have a PDF version of each recipe, so you can download it and keep it on hand whenever you want. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.